Hello, everybody, and welcome back to for now, what will be the concluding video of this series. There's one more set of content that I would like to offer as part of this first welcome back video series as we get closer to the June 6th date and the return of the Sunday Mass. In this one, we'll focus on some frequently asked questions, some FAQs, which haven't been asked yet by many folks, but we're anticipating them. Some of the members of the pastoral council have helped kind of anticipate some of these, and so I'm going to address some of these as best as I can now. And so let's see here. I know that one question people are asking in earlier this week, the governor of our state, Jay Inslee, has proposed that maybe churches as well as sports venues can have like a vaccinated section and a non-vaccinated section. And parishioners have been calling, asking if we're going to do this. And everyone who has called have said that would be a bad idea because things are already divisive. This will further aggravate the divisions. And I agree. If I'm in the vaccinated section, I'm looking across our church to the unvaccinated section. How tempted am I going to be like, those people, why aren't they getting vaccinated? Or, some other temptation to judgment on either side, really. Are we going to do that? No, we are not. We are not going to do that. I don't understand that suggestion on a multiple levels. But the most important reason why is this. I also agree, along with many of you parishioners who have called in, I think it would just aggravate divisions. What we are giving thought to is maybe we'll have a Mass that's specifically designated where masks are required throughout the whole Mass, even when you're seated in your pews. There's going to be a number of parishioners that want to return to the Sunday Mass, but are still hesitant to be around folks who don't have their mask on, even if they're on the opposite side of the church and all that. But we want to make sure that we are in an atmosphere of hospitality and welcoming for all of our people, regardless of where they feel right now in terms of everything related to COVID. So the current thought, it's not mandated yet. I want to consult actually with the bishop before I proceed, but I'm thinking that one of our masses will be the quote-unquote mask required mass, and probably in all likelihood the 7:30 a.m. mass on Sundays. Now, why that mass? For a number of reasons. It tends to be our smallest mass attendance, so it's got the most room to grow for people who want to make sure that everyone's wearing their mask. Number two, it tends to be the Mass that sees the fewest number of guests and visitors from outside our parish community. So guests and visitors might come in not quite aware of what our protocols are. And so rather than make a scene and make people feel awkward when they come, let's try to alleviate that. And so the 7:30 Mass. And also the 7:30 Mass has the least amount of singing, which I think is a part of it. It's hard to sing when you got a mask on, so we have the 4 Mass hymns, but the rest of the Mass parts are just simply said at the 7:30 Mass. So again, that's not definitive yet. I want to consult with the bishop, but consulting with our pastoral council and our parish staff, it seems that would be the best option of the 4. And so I will announce it soon when I can know more from guidance from the bishop. So that has been a frequently asked question. Let's see. What are our Mass times? They have not changed. They're not going to change. 5 p.m. Saturdays, 7:30 a.m., 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m. on Sundays, and during the summer months, basically from after Memorial Day to the weekend before Labor Day, we'll have the last chance Mass. Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. But the times that currently stand, they will not change. The weekday Mass times may change. Because we've had to adjust those times to accommodate the strange school schedule in the days of COVID. And so that remains to be determined. Okay, so for some of our outdoor events, what if it rains? We'll have some of the receptions planned, probably in the gym if it rains. Otherwise, we'll figure it out as we go, I think. Will there be overflow parking? We do have the north parking lot, so I don't think that parking will be an issue. Can we invite friends and neighbors? That is part of the welcome back. I would just, if you want to invite friends and neighbors to the Mass, please communicate to them or have them communicate with us here at the parish office kind of what are our current protocols in terms of seating, masks, and social distancing and all that. Speaking of which, will masks still be required? Will social distancing still be required? I've put that question to the bishop, who has put that question to Spokane Regional Health, and I have not heard back yet. So that still remains to be determined. How many people are projected to attend our events? Your guess is as good as mine, so we'll figure that out together. Will there be now this is a good one. We want to make a big deal out of our parish festival on August 15th. I want to lead a novena for the 9 days leading up to August 15th. And like I've done during the days of COVID, I will make a video each day where I'll lead us in a prayer for a novena. So look forward to that. That'll be a good way to kind of prepare for our parish patronal feast day. When will all the pews reopen? Again, I put that question to the bishop. That has to do with social distancing. So we'll get to that I'll be able to address that as quick as I can when I hear from him. When will all of our parish meeting rooms be available? This is a very good question. As we know, the adult center, the youth group center, these things have not been available. We've had to use those spaces for classroom space for our school. That will come to an end. They will not need those spaces in the fall. They're very gracious. The school is very gracious that we've been accommodating. So after school gets out, we'll need the summer to get all the desks and everything else out of there. And then we're going to either shampoo the carpeting or replace the carpeting, depending on the need. We're going to repaint the walls. We're going to get everything put up. And so the firm date when those spaces will be available for meetings again will be September 1st. That gets us through the summer. Hopefully that won't bother too many people when summer is kind of a hiatus time anyway. So September 1st is when those meeting spaces will be open again. What can I do to help? We might have lots of help in terms of some volunteers for things. You might contact our advancement director, Lou Turner, who's also the school advancement director. He might be able to find things for us. Call Krista here in the office. I'm sure there's all kinds of ways we can use some help as we transition back. So you can contact some of the parish staff. Let's see. For the parish festival, what will be provided, and I'm going to ask the pastoral council members to kind of help take lead on this. The parish will provide things like hamburgers and hot dogs and the fixins and so on. And hopefully folks will want to bring some kind of chips to share or salads or things, and maybe help to serve it so that it's not kind of buffet style, but still service style. We'll know clear on that, how we can do all that as we get closer. But for the big August 14th, after the 5 p.m. Mass, we'll have our big parish celebration, our festival and barbecue after that Mass, outdoors in the school fields and on the blacktop. So more details to come in that. We'll have the barbecue, as I mentioned, the hamburgers and hot dogs. People can bring stuff to share. Hopefully we'll have Mass outdoors, so you want to bring some lawn chairs or some blankets to sit on the grass. And maybe for the activities afterwards, if you have your own frisbees or softball and mitts or whatever, feel free to bring those things. Okay, now many family members, sadly, during the days of COVID, have had family members have died, and we need to do the funeral and the memorial service. Please contact us here at the parish office if you need to take care of that. We've been trying to do the best we can for folks during these days of COVID, and things are kind of working out. I know that a lot of people have questions about that, so please just contact us. Also, for baptisms, marriages, and things, I've been working with couples for their marriages, and we're moving forward. Baptisms, just contact us here at the parish office. We'll get that squared away. Now, if there are other questions that maybe we can be addressed in maybe some of these videos, please maybe email Krista in the office with those questions, and we'll do the best we can to address them. Also, I'll try to answer these kind of more robustly with some greater clarity and detail in written form, and we'll post the form. We'll post that somehow on our parish website. So we'll announce that by flock note and the bulletin in the days ahead. So thank you very much. I think that's it for all. God bless you all, and see you again soon.